Hi, it's Caitlin and I'm here with my swatch video for the Cuticula Black Friday sale. So for the Cuticula site, you will need to use a code. I'll include it down in the description, and that will give you 10 to 15% off pretty much everything on the site. There's also going to be a gift with purchase and a doorbuster. There's a couple exclusives and of course a new collection, which I'm going to be swatching for you in a second. The sale will start on Black Friday. I'll include the specific time as well as a link to the shop in the description so you can get your wish list ready and be good to go when the shop opens. Let's get into the swatches. I think we should just start with the Shattered Fantasy Part 2 collection. This first polish is called Majestic Waters, and it's a blue jelly base with blue, purple, green shifting glass flakes. This one is juicy and watery and absolutely beautiful. It does need 3 coats to build up, and trust me when I say it's worth every single coat. This polish just gets better and better with each layer of polish. And it's got a really easy to work with formula, totally buildable, very smooth and fluid. I really like the way that these are formulated, and they do dry down with just a tiny bit of texture from the flakes, which is completely smoothed out with top coat. So hopefully you can see what I mean about how perfect this gets with that third coat. It looks so amazing, so luminous, and absolutely beautiful. And of course, I am using the Cuticula Limitless Quick Dry Top Coat for all of my swatches. My favorite top coat. If you're shopping the Black Friday sale, throw a couple bottles of this top coat in your cart. You will not be disappointed. It's the best top coat out there. There are others that are good, but this one is truly the best. So you can see just how incredible this looks when it's built up in 3 coats. And here it is with a matte top coat on my middle finger. It actually looks so good matte. I can't decide if I prefer it glossy or matte. And here is the full hand shot with the glossy top coat. This honestly looks like waves on a very scary and aggressive ocean. It's just beautiful, and I absolutely love the flakes in there. It looks like a mosaic. It's truly beautiful. Next up is Kraken's Wrath, and this one is a teal jelly base with green to blue shifting glass flakes. Again, this is when you're going to want to build up in 3 coats to get maximum flakage. And again, complete pleasure to work with. A really beautifully fluid formula, but it doesn't run off the side of your nails. It's really, really perfectly formulated. And the flakes in this are practically electric. You can probably see what I mean. They shine through the teal jelly base so beautifully. This polish is absolutely stunning, and I completely love it. So you might be tempted to leave it in 2, but honestly, when you build it up to 3, it just adds that extra je ne sais quoi. I don't know, it just makes it completely magical. And you definitely want glossy top coat. None of these polishes will be difficult to remove, and I didn't experience any staining with these polishes, which is very good news. So here you can see it in 3 coats plus glossy top coat. And then I used the matte top coat on my index, and I am using Cuticula's Cloud Cover matte top coat, which you should also pick up if you need a matte top coat because it works wonderfully. And now you're looking at it with the glossy top coat. As you can see, the flakes shift around a little bit, And this looks incredible right here when you're not in any sort of direct lighting. I'm completely in love with this polish. Moving along, we have Serpent Venom, and this one is a berry jelly base with green to blue shifting glass flakes, which are the same kind that you just saw in Kraken's Wrath, but they look completely different with this base. I was not expecting the polish to be this berry toned out of the bottle, and then I put it on my nails and was just completely blown away by how beautiful it is. This is giving me grunge vibes, like big time, and I love the way the base color complements or contrasts with those flakes. It looks amazing. This is another one that you will want to build up in 3 coats. The flakes in here are just completely mesmerizing, and for the most part, the collection looks best in 3 coats, though some of them were completely opaque for me in 2 coats, as you will see shortly. Again, I'm using Cuticula Limitless Quick Dry Top Coat to seal everything in and also smooth out the tiny bit of texture that's there. But as I said, top coat takes care of the texture, and there's no difficulty with removal with these polishes. This one I love so much glossy that I didn't bother putting on a matte top coat, and you can really see the blue shift in the flakes at extreme angles in this base color. It looks so good. It kind of has like a bruised look to it. It just reminds me of, like a really cool, grungy person. Moving along, we have Twilight Dragon, and Twilight Dragon is described as a purple jelly base with purple to red and blue to purple shifting glass flakes. This one, again, has a really beautiful formula. The glass flakes in here, they're 2 different types, so you get this really interesting mix of colors. It looks very fiery and lit from within. The flakes in these polishes are completely mesmerizing and absolutely beautiful. Cuticula does an amazing job with these sorts of finishes, and this collection is honestly amazing. I really love all of the polishes. So you can see that this one was completely opaque in 2 coats. Potentially you might need 3, and the description does say 3 coats, but I was really happy with it in 2 coats. Again, using Cuticula Limitless Top Coat just creates this beautiful glossy finish. And I did try the matte top coat, the Cloud Cover matte top coat, for anyone who's curious. But I'm definitely team glossy. And the flakes in here with that purple and red contrast look absolutely gorgeous. You also get an orange shift at more extreme angles. If you love purples, this one is so juicy and squishy, and the flakes are just next level gorgeous. Moving along, we have Burning Embers. This one is described as a brown jelly base with purple to red shifting glass flakes. I really like the base color of this polish. I don't think brown polish gets enough love. I want to see more of it in 2024. I'm manifesting more brown nail polish because this to me is so beautiful. It's so flattering, at least on my skin tone. And again, fantastic formula with this polish. I was able to achieve opacity in 2 coats, and the flakes in here really glow beautifully and stand out, much like burning embers in a fire. I just want to stress again how much I love Cuticula Limitless top coat and how beautifully it smooths out these polishes. I left some of these on for a good amount of time and it doesn't shrink down or dry down. It maintains that glossy, squishy veneer over your nails. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, is when a top coat dries down. This one doesn't. It maintains that squishiness, which I love so much. So back to Burning Embers, it's absolutely gorgeous, very beautiful, very brown, very fiery with those flakes. And last but not least from the collection, before we get into the Black Friday goodies, this one is Underworld, and Underworld is described as a deep blurple base with yellow to gold shifting glass flakes. So this one is gorgeous. It looks like a actual midnight sky with little twinkly stars. It is so pretty. And while it's described as a blurple base, it's definitely, it might have purple undertones, but to me it looks mostly like a very deep navy with a bit of a purple undertone to it. It's very inky and beautiful, but it didn't stain my nails and it's just stunning. Just look at it. This one has a different kind of flake compared to the other ones. It's not the glass flakes as far as I can tell. I guess they are called glass flakes, but they seem smaller than the other polishes and just a little different. And I did throw the matte top coat on this one to see how it looked, and I actually liked it matte, but I still preferred it glossy. And here, you can definitely see here that purple undertone, but for some reason, I'm wanting to call it more of a navy. We don't need to fight about it. This is how it looks. It's beautiful. And I love a good blue navy blurple, and this one is just hitting all the boxes for me. So now we are going to take a look at some of the Black Friday goodies. This is the exclusive glass slipper. This one is so pretty. It is a soft glowy blue base with fuchsia to gold to green shifting shimmer. This one is automatically 10% off for the first 24 hours. Then it will go back to $13 pricing until the end of the year, and it will not restock after December 31st. I loved the formula on this. It was so opaque and fluid, totally opaque in 2 coats, and just so shimmery, as you're going to see. I personally love polishes like this, but they often don't look good on my hands, but this one does, and I am just over the moon. So it starts off with that really pink shift, which quickly goes gold and then green. It is so pretty. I cannot stress it enough. I'm really glad that this will be around till December 31st in case you miss it during the Black Friday sale. I mean, obviously, if you can get it for the discounted price, why not? But it's so pretty. Just don't miss it. Promise me you'll pick it up. And here is the Door Crasher. So the Door Crasher is called Pedal to the Metal. It's a grape crelly base with rose gold metallic flakes, and it is only available for 24 hours. So if you like this, you gotta shop the sale ASAP as soon as the shop opens within the first 24 hours. This has a fantastic formula. It says you can apply it in 2 coats for a squishier jelly look or 3 coats for a creamier look. So on my index finger, I left it in 2 coats and then I did it off camera, but on my middle finger you can see it's deeper. I added a 3rd coat and it definitely does change the look of it. And shockingly, I actually like this better in 3 coats than 2. Usually I like to leave things sheerer, but I love the way the purple built up in 3 coats. And if you're a fan of Cuticula, you'll know that they often do a door crasher with those rose gold metallic flakes. And last year's, I believe, was blue. This year's is purple. So if you're collecting them, just keep going with that rainbow. This one is such a pretty purple. And last but not least, I have Moonbow, and this is a gift with purchase that is given to anyone who spends $75 or more after the discounts. It's a teal base with large particle orange to gold to green shifting shimmer. This polish has a fantastic formula. You might want to leave it in 2 coats, or you might want to build it up in 3. I'm going to show it in 3. This has a ton of shimmer and, of course, beautiful little hollow flakes. It has such an easy to work with formula and it leaves such a pretty effect on the nail. This is kind of like a darker hollow sibling to glass slipper. Not exactly, but they kind of complement each other, and you'll hopefully see what I mean when I do the whole shift around with my hand. So here I am applying my beloved top coat, Cuticula Limitless, and now you can see what I mean. This has really pretty shifts. It's got that gold shift, the green at very extreme angles, and it's just really pretty. I never get tired of polishes like these, and this is a gift with purchase. So I love when makers give a gift with purchase. It's just very nice, and I appreciate free things. I wanted to recap my favorites. I absolutely love Serpent Venom, and I think it's Kraken's Revenge. No, Kraken's Wrath. Those are my top picks from the Shattered Fantasy Part 2. They're absolutely stunning, as you can see. Don't miss those. And then I really, really love Glass Slipper, so definitely don't miss it. And I also love Pedal to the Metal. It is so pretty and only available for 24 hours, so don't miss it. It is truly so pretty with the flakes and the purple base. They complement each other perfectly. I would love to hear your thoughts on the new collection, as well as the gift with purchase, exclusive, and doorbuster. I love a good gift with purchase. Let me know what you think of the Cuticula offerings, and hopefully you have success shopping your Black Friday sales. Happy Thanksgiving, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.